Well, hello there, and here we are once more for the Broderick Wallace channel. And got a candle going. Just come out of Beatific Meditatio, and it's amazing what you can deal with if you learn to discipline your mind for anywhere between 1 to 2 hours a day. I'm averaging 1.5 hours a day at the moment, but I do want to get that up to 2 hours. I'm realizing more and more, becoming more ambitious with the more you see the results come in, it's like you're encouraged by the progress. You want to step things up. Anyway, what have I pressed record for today? This evening. Very recently, some friends came down from the group that I belong to, and we spent the day, 2 meditation sessions actually, at the Medway megaliths, and we walked and we talked, and it was a beautiful day. And now this is the seed of something beautiful which I am hoping to see flourish. And there are certain videos that I've made that I've set to private, and I hope to unlock them one day and prove that. Let's just say I've made my wishes quite clear, and so we're starting to see the beginnings of meetings and contemplation sessions taking place in the setting. I'm not there tonight, actually. I'm a little bit further out on my window cleaning round, and I always miss it when I'm away. And it's funny because as soon as I pull up back in that area, I can just feel a certain charge in the air, which is very welcoming. And I mean, myself, I'm exploring more and finding little nooks and crannies, and going further afield. And my knowledge is building, and reading a rather interesting book at the moment called The Magic Arts in Celtic Britain by Lewis Spence, which is absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to make, or I'm sure I probably will make, a longer, detailed video on this subject in future. But I don't want to I'd rather give it the time that it really deserves. But while we're here, and while I'm finding this page, I'm very happy because when, as we were in meditation, when I was in deep, I felt an appreciation from the land, a kind of a joy, that for the first time in 2,000 years, serious people had gathered together in a circle to practice in a serious and reverent manner. And I mean, no doubt lots of weird, wonderful and interesting people have spent time in and around the stones of this particular area, but this is different for many reasons. And obviously I wouldn't denigrate anyone else's experience, but I'm you know, there's something different about this, and I do have hopes to see this seed germinate, and at some point in the future I will unlock private videos that I have made, and it should all make sense, hopefully. Let's just go to page 12 here. The ancient world was assuredly almost as deeply impressed by the doctrines and mysteries of ancient Britain as it was by those of Egypt or Chaldea. This is from the author himself, and this is based on bits and pieces, quotes, etc. Let's read that famous quote by Julius Caesar. This institution, meaning Druidism, is supposed to have been devised in Britain and to have been brought over from it into Gaul. And now those who desire to gain a more accurate knowledge of that system generally proceed thither for the purpose of studying it. And this is quoted quite a lot and is very, very interesting. And based on my own experience, I believe this to be correct. I've made it quite clear that, you know, just how important I do take this subject. Oh, I mean, there's all kinds of lovely quotes I could read out here. Who's this? Pliny the Elder, AD 71. What? Oh, I'm just going to make sure that this is blah blah blah. Serpent's eggs. That's very interesting. Still, he does altogether neglect the Britannic branch. Speaking of magic and its marvels, he remarks that Britain celebrates them today with such ceremonies that it might seem possible that she taught magic to the Persians, and not the Persians to the Britons. Why should I communicate these matters concerning an art which has passed over the seas and has reached the bounds of nature? You see, the author, Lewis Spence, goes on to communicate the notion that the Druids were, that their abilities were powered by what we might call mana, or equate with chi, or the vital force. This force that is present within nature and can be manipulated and transmuted. I mean, he didn't go that far, but just the mention of mana, I believe, due to the perennial truth, we can draw a very close parallel with the Hermetic system. And indeed, if there are two main concerns in terms of an almost entirely lost cultural heritage and spiritual practice, or rather concerning this main concern, there are two really important points to consider. The first one is, if you take it seriously, if you devote serious amounts of time and love and devotion to the land and its mysteries, it may answer. And everything that has happened there is a memory, there is a resonance, there is a it's not entirely gone. On the contrary, it's just hidden. And the other point of consideration is in terms of the perennial tradition, truth is truth. I mean, it's still the same, the planets, the planetary forces, the archetypal forces, the gods, as it were, the main ones there. Once you get past the cultural lens and that feedback loop on these planes, as you like, and move further, it's coming from the same source. For all our racial and cultural differences and flavors, truth is truth, and the perennial tradition has the same fountainhead. So when you apply these perennial techniques of deep meditation, contemplation, and actually, I won't go further than that now, but this is a strong part of the key to, I wouldn't say resurrecting completely, because everything is in flux to a certain degree, yet at the same time, this is the key to really connecting with the mystery that lies hidden, which is and I think the key lies in the this notion of this force within nature that can be through certain capacities and disciplines it can change human beings, and whereby human beings can then cause changes. You know what? I am very, very tired. It's almost time for me to say goodnight, and I just need to go back into meditation for another 10 or 20 minutes and read a few pages of my book before I do, but still I shall say goodnight. And don't let the bed bugs bite.